afternoon. My name is Andre Collins. I'm a student of Richmond Build. It's a great program. These green jobs, they are the better future because they're healthy and they're right for the people and the environment. And they're green also because they're taking the people who would otherwise be poor and putting green in their pockets. So it's a good lucrative investment.
The good news is that the green economy is growing. It's growing on a vertical. They call it the LOHAS, Lifestyles of Health and Sustainability part of the economy. That's where your solar power is, your hybrid cars, your organic food, everything that's positive is in that sector, growing on a vertical. Here's the bad news. It's the most racially segregated part of the U.S. economy. It is almost lily white in terms of owners, consumers, investors, even workforce. This is the beginning of eco-apartheid.
The sustainability movement is not sustainable if it's just for the elite. It can't last. It literally is not sustainable. So we really need to get that there is an underlying system that we have to be courageous enough to heal. In particular around the environmental movement, looking at class and privilege and really being willing to do the hard work around it.
The conventional environmentalist conversation, you can see it as being about gray to green. Gray being the problems that environmental activism is trying to solve, and green being the solutions that we want to invest in. But we often find there's a missing dimension to that conversation. If we think about rich to poor, in addition to gray to green, there are new and different ways of talking about the environment than typically occur. For example, if we talk about the climate crisis, if you go to low-income neighborhoods and talk to residents there about people drowning instead of polar bears drowning, if you talk about Hurricane Katrina, or if you talk about asthma epidemics and cancer clusters, you almost don't have to finish your sentences. People get it right away.
Talking to employers all over the Bay Area, I learned that with only 2 exceptions, every single sector of green-collar work, from alternative energy to weatherization, from A to Z, offers workers the opportunity to be trained on the job.
And green-collar jobs are great because they can't be outsourced. You can't pick up a building, send it to India, have it weatherized and put solar panels on it, bring it back. It's got to be done right here in the United States.
The green economy is growing. It's just starting to emerge as a vibrant arena. And we can imagine that if we can motivate somebody and incent somebody and provide somebody who's been locked out of the labor market and not very skilled at entering the labor market with an opportunity that's not just going to be available this year, but also going to be available for 10 years and 20 years. That's an incredibly exciting opportunity.
So we see 3 possible futures. The first being eco-apocalypse. We just stay stuck on stupid, killing everything and selling it for profit and stuffing it into incinerators and calling that economic growth. It's a suicidal economy. But there is a second dangerous future, and it's what we call eco-apartheid. Eco-apartheid is a society where you have ecological haves and ecological have-nots. Eco-apartheid won't work. If we do not make it to eco-equity, eco-apartheid is just a speed bump on the way to eco-apocalypse. The majority of people have to be given the opportunity to take part or we're all going to perish. We've got to train tens, hundreds of thousands of people in these new technologies. That's our hope. That's our opportunity.